What's up, guys? Brandon here, and I am back with another action figure review. Today we're taking a look at Avengers Infinity War Titan Heroes. In front of us we're looking at Hulkbuster, Scarlet Witch, and Thor. Super excited to have found these. The Hulkbuster, he's about 15 bucks. Got him from Toys R Us. Super excited to have this. I didn't even know there was going to be another Iron Man suit, so I am definitely happy that we're getting that. And it's going to be really exciting to take a look at this figure and figure out what will or won't be in the movie that bears a resemblance to this. So very cool stuff. Next, Scarlet Witch. You can find her at Walmart. She's about 10 bucks. And I think she's pretty cool. Definitely bears a resemblance to Elizabeth Olsen. So I am very happy to have her. She looks fantastic, actually, and I really like that they incorporated that red on her. The red hair definitely stands out. So I'm very happy to have her. And next, Thor with both of his eyes and his Stormbreaker. Looks very cool. And I'm very happy to have this figure. He's 25 bucks. You can find him at Toys R Us. Not sure if the 25 bucks is worth it. We're going to find out. I got the old Thor so we can compare the two together. Very cool stuff. All right, so we're going to take a minute and get these figures out of the packaging. Stay tuned. All right, so we have these figures out of the packaging. Let's take a closer look. First at the Hulkbuster. Man, what a huge Titan hero this is. And he's actually kind of heavy too. But if we take a look at some of that detail, it looks fantastic. Definitely a new rendition of the Hulkbuster armor. This is now what we saw in Age of Ultron. So looks totally different. And the sculpt work in there is fantastic. It looks like something that we'll definitely get to see in the film. I mean, I can't imagine that there's this much detail that goes into it. And it is not movie accurate. So definitely appreciate that. Looks very, very cool, I must say. The paintwork isn't, super spectacular. It's mostly just, red plastic. But the detailing in there, the sculpting, I think it definitely outweighs the paint. So for me, this is a definite. This is probably, for me, I'm going to say this is a must-have because I'm a huge Iron Man fan. Even the repulsors back here, little jets. Very cool. Like I said, the sculpt work is it's definitely worth it for 15 bucks. I think you absolutely get your money's worth. And then the bottom of the feet, no repulsors down here, no jets. But yeah, definitely a cool figure. And much heavier than I expected. But he is absolutely fantastic. Taking a look at the articulation, we have movement in the head, side to side. Looks up a little bit and down, not so much. Movement in the shoulder, comes out about that far. Forward and back. We have movement in the wrist, which is great when you're trying to pose those repulsors. And then we have movement in the hips. Comes out, forward, and doesn't go back at all. And that's pretty much it. Basic articulation, but definitely better than your standard Titan hero. Like I said, the articulation with all of these Titan heroes, they have definitely, I think, stepped up their game. Hasbro has done a fantastic job with these. So I think the Hulkbuster is a great addition. Toys R Us, 15 bucks, absolutely worth it. Taking a look next at Scarlet Witch, she is a fantastic figure, and I am very, very happy to have her. If you notice, she definitely looks like Elizabeth Olsen, and I really appreciate the sculpt work here. I think she is probably her, Captain America, and Doctor Strange. They have the best sculpt work by far so far on these. I don't know if you can tell, but there's actually two different types of sculpting design that go into her jacket. So I really do appreciate that. And you can see the detail even in her gloves. It is fantastic. And they even gave her the hand, so she can cast spells. So that's very cool. All in all, just a very, very nice figure. I really do appreciate Hasbro and the detail that they put into these guys. It does not go unnoticed. Very cool stuff. So Scarlet Witch for 10 bucks at Walmart, I think she's absolutely worth it. If we take a look next at the articulation, we have movement in the head. She can look up, down just a little bit. And the shoulders comes out about that far, forward and back. Unfortunately, there is no wrist articulation, so that is a bummer. But we do have movement in the hips, come forward and out to the side, not back at all. I think she's absolutely worth it. I think she rounds out the team very nicely, and I'd really like a Vision figure to go with her. So, looks pretty great. Next, if we take a look at Thor, he's actually a really cool figure. At first, I was against this figure and him having both eyes. But if you take a closer look, you'll notice he's got two eyes that are both different colors. And there's actually a cut above his eyebrow that's supposed to kind of make it look like, you know, he's got the scar from Hela. So I definitely appreciate that, the attention to detail. The chest plate is brand new, and we'll compare him to the old Thor figure here in a second. But I really do like the detail here. He's another one, again, that I gotta say the sculpt work is very nice. Not as nice as Scarlet Witch with the extra detailing, but it is very nice, I think. For a $25 figure, he's cool, I guess. $10, I'd say definitely for sure. But with $25, we get this extra stuff. We'll jump into that in just a second. But I think aesthetically, you know, he looks the part. He definitely looks like Chris Hemsworth. And the detailing, it's enough for me that he, you know, I think he'll fit in just fine with the rest of the team. So for articulation, movement in the head, he doesn't look down or up too much. Movement in the shoulder, up to the side, forward and back. At the wrist, which is great for when he's holding the Stormbreaker. And at the hips, definitely not in the back at all. But that's about it. Thor's a pretty great looking figure. With his accessories, we've got this. The plug and play backpack. It attaches to his back. And he can hold Stormbreaker there too. So, interesting enough, I think he can hold the Stormbreaker, which, and this is actually kind of a heavy piece too, but we'll see. Yes, there, he can hold his Stormbreaker, and then let's hear some of those phrases.
You will face Asgardian justice. It's all in the swing. You're going to pay for that. I am Thor, son of Odin. Avengers, to battle. I love this axe. Is that the best you can do? You will face Asgardian justice.
So, pretty cool stuff, I think. I really do like this figure. You know, the more I look at him, and I think the axe definitely makes a difference. So, he's pretty cool. Happy to have him. $25 at Toys R Us. That's where you'll find him. And so the best part about this plug and play Power FX stuff, we can take this backpack from Thor, and we can put it on our Hulkbuster.
Activating Hulkbuster suit. You're no match for the Hulkbuster. Suit packs quite the punch. Activating Hulkbuster suit.
Pretty cool. So we get about 4 phrases for Hulkbuster. Really do like that. And we can also put this on Scarlet Witch.
I am Scarlet Witch. I can't control their fear, only my own. My hex will destroy you. I am Scarlet Witch.
So pretty cool stuff. With her, I think it's a little bit more top heavy. So you just got to balance it right. That way she can stand up. But I think overall, this Power FX stuff is pretty cool. And they're universal, so you can use them on any of these Titan heroes, and it should work just fine. And if we do a size comparison with these guys, for the Hulkbuster, we can see how he stands with Iron Man and with Hulk. I'm going to say the Hulkbuster is definitely out of scale. He is 12 inches tall, but I think he's going to be much taller than Iron Man in his standard suit. And if we take a look at Thor, we can see the difference between the two figures. The one with the eye patch and Heimdall's sword definitely doesn't have as much detailing in the sculpt work, or especially in the chest. But I think it's really cool to have both. I really do like that. The head sculpts are exactly the same except for the eye patch. And then if we take a look, there's our Scarlet Witch. That's how she looks compared to Black Widow. Definitely completely different sculpting. And next to Vision, the only Vision Titan hero that I have, which will have to suffice for now. I really hope we get a movie Vision, but she's definitely in skill with these guys. So all in all, pretty great stuff, and they definitely blend in well with the rest of the Titan heroes. And if we do one more size comparison, here's Thor next to his basic 6-inch counterpart. So we can see Thor is definitely in a 12-inch scale. And there is a little bit of a difference in the Stormbreaker hammers, different browns. And then, of course, the 6-inch figure has lightning on his, whereas the 12-inch figure does not. Then if we take a look at the Hulkbuster suit, here he is compared to the Marvel Legends Hulk and the new Marvel Legends Infinity War Iron Man. Not sure how in or out of scale he's going to be, but I think it actually fits in pretty well. And then if we take a look at Scarlet Witch, here she is with her Marvel Legends counterpart. So they definitely look very close to each other, and I really like the attention to detail that they gave our 12-inch figure. So all in all, these fit in pretty well. Alright guys, so that about does it for these figures here. We're looking at the Titan Heroes Hulkbuster, Scarlet Witch, and Power FX Thor. Very, very happy to have found these figures. And as always, thanks a ton for the likes, the comments, support, subscriptions. Not sure who else is out there. I know for sure Groot, and then Falcon, and then possibly Black Panther. And not sure who else. So if you hear about any new figures, let me know in the comments below. YouTube, you guys rock. Thanks a ton for watching. Once again, I'm Brandon. Stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.